Never give up, cause we're the Power Rangers. Never give up, cause we're the Power Rangers. Heading forwards as the skies begin to darken once again. I've never felt so alone, till I realized we're join our blades and fight together till the very end. When we're together, it's like home.
The whole world's on the line, but we got this and save it one more time.
Never give up, cause we're the Power Rangers. Never give up, cause we're the Power Rangers. Darkness creeps, evil never sleeps, but we've come way too far to lose. Never give up, cause we're the Power Rangers.
Hello and welcome to Power Rangers Mythic Order.
Hi.
Tychus, I know you're watching. If you could give me a big old thumbs up in watch party to let me know you can hear us, that'd be great.
Alice, hear us?
Tychus, can you hear me?
I guess.
We have one person.
Oh, all good, perfection.
All right. Can you hear the players?
I sure hope so, or else this will be a problem.
Last time we couldn't hear the players, and there was nothing weird about it. It was just settings were just off.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Zip it a wop bam boo.
Which is why I'm having Tychus let us know. All right.
Yay!
Hey,
Cool. Woohoo! No technical difficulties at the start. We're doing better than last night.
No scuff at the start of the stream for once. Yay!
Alrighty then.
All right. When last we left our Rangers, a lot had happened. We find Koji in his tower. As a man bursts in. Mr. Matsunaga! Mr. Matsunaga! No audio there, Koji.
Yep. There's the scuff.
I was wondering what it was.
It's too good to be true.
There's always one.
Always.
Yeah. Always at the start. You got your starting scuff, and then you got your ending scuff.
I just
The
thought Koji was
occasional.
quiet. But I was like, no, hold on.
Always the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. Literally considering what happened last time.
I'm telling you, it's the Blue Rangers. I'm telling you.
Telling you, man, the Blue Rangers are always sus.
No, they can't be sus. Not sus. Anything but sus.
I mean, nowhere near as sus as the clip I managed to capture of Rend.
Ah.
Holy crap. love you too, Rend.
So how's that emotional damage?
Whoa,
shit.
Koji, something's up with you. Up with your.
Koji's possessed!
That was bizarre. You legit.
There's some distortion.
You legit sounded like evil Koji.
Christ. There can only be one.
This is where Joe actually dies.
thought it was Zane, but no, it was Jode that was destined to
Hello.
die.
There we
Am I
go.
normal?
There we go. There we go.
Ha.
Sounds like we got some audio problems fixed.
Perfection.
Bear with us, folks. We promise we're usually more entertaining than this. All right.
It's
What?
entertaining. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Mr. Matsunaga. Mr. Matsunaga.
What is it? What's going on?
They just found your father.
My father. What happened?
Seems to have committed suicide, sir.
He committed.
He-
Damn it. Does anyone else know about this?
Not yet, sir. I'm trying to keep it out of the press.
Good. We need to know all the details before anything happens.
Understood, sir.
Call a meeting right away.
The board of directors are already waiting for you.
Good. I'll be on my way.
As you recall the events of the night before, a small grin flickers across your face. You walk into the boardroom. All of the board members standing and rising as you enter, waiting for you to take your seat.
Ooh. Yeah, Koji takes his seat.
They all sit after you. Mr. Matsunaga, first, on behalf of everyone here, please allow us to extend our condolences.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
We've already taken a vote. We are making you the new CEO effective immediately. Are you willing to accept the position?
I will accept.
Understood. We want you to take at least through the funeral, please, and then come back.
I will.
We'll announce it to the world. It will look very suspicious. It will look very suspicious if we just hand it to you right now.
Of course. Things have to be sorted out. This is a immense shock to me as well.
A woman across the table, kind of eyeing you suspicious, kind of eyeing you a little bit. Did your father say anything to you before?
And Koji like looks over and just begins speaking. He hasn't been talking to me, not before all of this recently. I don't know what was going through his mind when all of this occurred, and it comes as a big shock to me as well. Maybe he was dealing with something I was never told.
Oh, from my understanding, you and your father weren't all that close. Is that true?
Koji just has his look. He was very busy with the company while I was busy trying to fill in his shoes when he stepped down. I guess he thought that I would have a more practical, hands-on experience before he would retire and talk to me more. I guess he was going through some things. I should have known.
Yeah. I apologize if I offended you, Mr. Matsunaga. I didn't mean to.
No, it's a natural question. I
I am the chief of security. It's my job to ask these questions, and I have to ask this in front of the board. Where were you last night?
Last night I was with a friend, Seamus.
Okay, we'll believe you. Does the board meeting kind of comes to a close? The decision's being made. You receive a call.
All right, yeah, Koji's gonna pick that up.
Hey, Koji, it's Billy.
Billy,
Can you come back to base? We've got something to talk about.
yeah, I just had something pop up, but as long as it's not too long, I'll be right there.
Okay. Joe, your phone rings. This is the following morning after everything that happened yesterday.
Joe will pick up the phone.
Joe, have you heard from Billy?
No, I haven't heard from Billy. Not yet, at least.
Doesn't seem to be answering, but he's in his office. He won't open the door. Seems to be taking the news pretty hard. I'm worried about him. Have you heard from Zane either? I can't get a hold of him.
Zane. I briefly heard from Zane. He told me that he had defined himself. It's the way he put it.
Did that mean
I don't know if he'll be at the funeral later on, but it's what he told me.
as each of you he goes, can you get the rest of the team together? There was some news.
Of course.
Come back to Cranston Tech at 2:00 in the afternoon, please.
You got it. And at that point, Joe will tap on the communicator and try to contact everybody at the same time, and she'll be like, "All right, everyone, team meeting, 2 p.m. Sounds urgent. We need to get back to Cranston Tech. Do me a favor, please try to be there."
Give me an awareness check.
Okay.
That's not good.
You pull up the old character sheet. You see what I'm rolling with this.
I think you're rolling a D2, aren't you?
And that'd be alertness.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it looks like it's a D4. So let me pull this up and roll this way.
Can I just say that Roscoe's facial reactions this entire time has had me fucking
Yeah.
dying?
I know.
It is actually genuinely funny because he wasn't here last episode,
Yeah.
so he actually has
Oh
no
my
idea what's
God.
happening.
I can't wait to go
You're
back
welcome,
and
everyone.
I can't wait to go back and watch this episode and see those reactions again.
My
Our-
God.
Oh my
Our
god.
characters will fill you in, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Okay, what happened? Find out
18.
last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Jesus.
As you're sitting, as you've taken this call in your room,
Oh my
and
god.
you look around and you kind of notice your dresser there is slightly out of sorts. There's some things look to have been moved, and you know you weren't that drunk last night. And
I
as
sobered
you
you up.
kind of you go over to it and you find a letter tucked kind of half underneath your laptop there. You pull it out and it opens it up and it says it's from Zane. Dear Joe, I know yesterday I told you I'd be there for you, but I can't. I have to go find myself, so I'm going to be on a sabbatical. I'm going to go do some training with the Thunder Ninjas in the northern district. Take care and lead the team while I'm gone. P.S. Please don't forget to feed my Zord. He really, really, really likes Fruit Loops.
Especially when he sat in front of the TV every Saturdays for Beetleborgs.
Hey, leave him alone. He loves Beetleborgs because he looks like one.
Okay, he looks at the TV, he's like, are these my long lost cousins?
God.
Well, Joe will hold on to that letter and get ready to meet the rest of the team at Old Cranston Tech. And before she leaves, she will double check everything in her dresser. Make sure he didn't steal anything, as ninjas are prone to do.
Nothing is stolen, but he definitely fucked with you a little bit by swapping. He literally, it looks like he straight up took the whole ass underwear drawer and put it on the bottom shelf. Because when you open your, when you pull your top drawer out, which is where your underwear drawer is, it's literally nothing but pants. You're like, God damn it, Zane.
No, Ricky, I'm gonna kill him.
Motherfucker went on a panty raid just to mess with you.
Like, I'll take nothing, just swap everything. Just to be a
Exactly.
menace.
You check. You
Note to
immediately
self.
start panicking. You open up your bottom drawer. Check. Oh, okay, the whiskey's still there.
Wait a minute!
And note to self,
You better have not have stolen that from my bar!
tell Reggie I'm not going to kill Zane as hard.
Better not have
It's still
stolen
there,
that from my
but you
bar.
notice that you literally draw lines as to where you've drank out of it, just in case your brother decides to get in it. And you notice that it's slightly down.
Oh my gosh, oh no.
Don't touch another person's
Somebody fucked with your whiskey.
That's sacrilege.
As you, Roscoe, you received the call. We're gonna rewind to yesterday for you.
Thank you.
You received a phone call from your home planet. So you're presently in the watchtower speaking with your sister. She says, "How are you holding up, brother?"
I just am doing all right. I will be honest, I hope that help can come soon for you. I've been working really, really hard. I've been training so hard. I just want to make sure that you are okay.
Yeah. We're okay for now. Our planet's barricaded, and we're lucky we can get any kind of communication out. But we're okay. I'm okay. I promise.
Okay.
Brother, you need to focus on what you don't worry about me right now. There are people here. We've recently made contact with somebody, with some people who might be able to help us out of our current predicament.
Mm. Okay.
They seem to think that they can. Anyway.
And he looks down at his necklace and just like holds it for a second, and then he looks up at her and he says, "Okay, but if anything happens, you have got to let me know."
I will.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go, and please be safe.
You too.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
And he powers it off.
As you teleport back down, you find Joe looking very bewildered as Zane is walking away.
And while he is walking, Roscoe is gonna say, "Hey, Zane, I just want to," and Zane
Zane's
just
just Zane sticks his hand up, waves, and then straight up just vanishes.
Ninja vanish.
I will look. It's like that delayed reaction when you were about to say something, and you kind of stop, but then you look at the person to the other person. So I look at Joe and I say, "God, I really hate when he does that."
At least let me finish the goddamn sentence, man.
After a while, I think you start to get used to it. Don't make it any easier though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get used to it.
So,
Joe, are you okay?
Fair.
For context, this is immediately after your conversation the day before.
yeah.
'Cause that's where we cut out. That's where we cut out with you last. So
So with everything that's happened,
Mhm.
you know, why don't you take a seat, Roscoe? I want to run this by you. So,
I look at Joe like this, and I just sit down slowly, mostly because I am never the person that anyone asks advice.
Roscoe's just like,
well,
okay.
you're the only one that's here right now, so I want to get your opinion on this. Long story short of it, that conversation was about the beach. And Zane seems to feel like we want him to be a certain thing, if that makes sense, like a certain mold of Red Ranger.
Mhm.
But he told me he can't be that right now. And he seems to think that I can be that. Not a Red Ranger, the leader.
I was about to say the red. No, not the red.
Well, you think I can't walk red?
No, I
Your skin
like,
tone, your skin tone's too pale.
There's
It was a joke, Roscoe. It's okay.
oh, sorry.
Joe's got the red hair. That's enough. Close enough. Close enough. That's as close as you're getting.
You mean he wants you to? It is not getting through Roscoe's.
He wants me to lead us until he finds himself, so to speak. In his words, not mine, he said everyone else has too much baggage.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, we literally have so much baggage. Have you talked to Koji about this?
I hadn't seen Koji since the beach.
Yeah, that checks out. Well, Joe, I'm going to be really honest. This is really catching me off guard. But I believe that you would be a great leader. There are probably Green Rangers who have led who are not elusive. And I will not. I will say, I think maybe in, if I remember correctly, in some Ranger file of some sort, there was a Green Ranger who. Nope, she just killed her entire team. Yeah.
I'm more shocked that Roscoe actually read a Ranger log file.
The wrong Ranger file.
Oh wait, you watched it. Sorry, there's a difference.
Yeah. Watched it. But Joe, I will be honest. I think you could be a great leader. To be honest, I feel like someone has to step up.
It's kind of what I was thinking too. But what if I ain't up to it? What if I am up to it? It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, but do you want it? Well, do you want to lead the team?
I think if I had my way, Zane would still be here and we'd all be singing Kumbaya right now. But I think it ain't really about what I want so much as it is about what we need. And if Zane believes that I can get this shit sandwich of a team together, at least until he comes back, then I can't just back away from that. If I did, I might as well just take the morph and throw it in the ground.
Right, and we have a duty, and he kind of thinks back up on his sister, but he's like, but we have a duty to fulfill, and we all have to do our part as Power Rangers. I mean, sure, you could be Zane and just poof out of existence. I mean, he didn't poof out of existence, but if you think about it, kind of.
Well, I mean, isn't ninjutsu really magic though? Because
I am still learning a little bit more about magic every day. I met this really cool pink ranger, Mystic Force, and that has magic. So
Literally one of the office workers who's literally sitting 5 feet on the other side of the cubicle. Pokes his head up. Her name is Vita, dude. And also,
her name was Vita.
Also, I'm trying to do my job. Could y'all go in the conference room? I've got to return in this report.
Apologies. Could you maybe not do that and leave that out? I kind of want to look good in front of Billy.
It's already in there. Like I've already filed a formal complaint because y'all won't go away. Y'all just always walking through our office, and he just starts standing up, and he throws his chair, and he starts running, starts stomping away. That's it. I fucking quit. Fucking Rangers. And like
That guy's
six,
gonna return as a
at this
villain.
point, literally 6 people all poke their heads up over the cubicles. What happened?
That guy's gonna return as a villain at some point. You're calling it right
He's
now.
having a bad day. Ignore him. Go back to work, please.
You know, Joe, maybe
Oh
he
my
has a
god.
point. Anyways, and I'll just like look at everyone who just got up from the. I'm so sorry that we interrupted your
Don't
job.
worry. Don't worry about it. He's just been under a lot of stress lately. He'll be back tomorrow. This is the sixth time he's quit in a month. You're good.
Fucking Christ.
Oh,
Well, Joe, I have faith in you, is what I'm trying to say. So if we can get this team together, I will follow you.
Thanks, Roscoe. I sticking my neck out for y'all, and I wouldn't expect any less for y'all to do the same for me.
Yeah, just don't kill any of us.
Oh, I ain't gonna deliberately kill y'all. That was a joke, Roscoe.
And he does like that pat, like, yeah. Oh no, he goes to high five you. But it is like the awkwardest high five ever.
You go to high five, but then
It
you
looks
like
a little bit like
clasp
this.
each other's hands.
Looks a little bit like this.
Yeah.
No, you go to high five, you're like, yeah, but then you like lock hands. Like the...
What have I done? I've made a mistake.
We'll work on that.
Oh,
the high
yep.
five, just like
And as we fast forward back to the next day, Reggie, you find yourself in the gym reading a very cryptic text.
ah.
Because leaving for a while, don't die.
short, sweet, and to the point.
Well, I look at this text, immediately go to respond, and I'm gonna assume at this point it's like some random unknown number, because of course it is with this guy. Freaking insane. I look at it and be like, going where? What? Text back. What the fuck are you talking about, cousin?
Here we see your message does not send. This number is no longer in service.
Throw my phone out the window.
Honks the guy in the head that was leaving after quitting his job. What else can go wrong today?
As I shake off my frustration and anger and just go to town at the punching bag and be like, saying, now everything's in chaos and I'm trying to stick up for him and he disappears. No, it's fine. It's fine. He needs a break. It's good for him. Everything's stressful. But What's gonna happen to the team now? And just punch the crap out of the bag and just
As you're
punch a hole through
just going to town, you are 100% zoned. You don't hear anything. You see that bag. And right now, it looks a little bit like Zane's face. Because you don't just do that to your family. You don't just bail like that. That's a very especially but with coming from your side of the family, which is very family oriented. Your dad's always very, very you don't abandon family kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Printed out a picture of his face and put it on the bag.
Reggie, as you go to turn, you almost smack. You go to you literally you're in your own zone, so you turn and you swing instinctually, and Garcia grabs your arm and twists it up behind your back. Reggie, stop! It's me. What the hell? You're scaring the customers.
Fuck! I'm sorry. Hold on. I didn't hurt you or anything, right? Look around the small crowd around. Look back up at Garcia and be like,
38.
Jessup.
38 matches. I've out of 40 matches, I've won 38. Do you really think you hurt me?
Turn bright red.
the white skin that is the white patches kind of go beet red as the darker skin goes much darker. Just it flushes a deep red. You're just like very embarrassed. Like you don't like y'all's track record being brought up. She is a stupidly good fighter, and a part of you, like you're good, but most of what you learned from her. She's a lot more scrappy than you. If you're the better technical fighter, she just fights dirty. What's going on?
It's where do I even start? It's
maybe we shouldn't talk about it here because you're being stared at. And you kind of look around, and literally everyone in the gym is looking at it because you didn't realize that you were kind of yelling a little bit. God damn it, Zane! You definitely were raising your voice, getting very, very heated in that moment. So you've got like 30 people all just staring at you in the middle of this gym like, what the hell is wrong with this chick?
One random person's like, yo, you good, girl?
Yo! Is that okay? Is that bag up for open now?
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Let's go out the side. I pat the bag slightly. That's slightly tattered at this point.
It falls off.
Oh no.
The poor bar guy goes, I'll get another one. He goes, clearly, Reggie, you need a break. And this is his name is Joseph, and he's very much just like you know him, you kind of know a little bit about him, but you would not call yourselves friends. He's an employee who almost never talks.
It's too busy changing out the bags she beats on.
It's like the 6th one this month.
It's a regular occurrence.
Billy's gonna start.
Oh, God.
Billy's gonna start sending you the bill for him. as you and Jessica go out the side door. All right, girl, spill. What's got you so worked up? You don't get this worked up. Something's seriously wrong. What's going on?
It's just and like inside Reggie's head, he's trying to figure out why how to explain without like talking about Ranger stuff specifically. But she says, "Okay, it's some side work that I'm doing with like Mr. Cranston and the team I'm working with, and Zane, and everyone is just kind of like, you know, when you're working on like a group project and everything falls apart and everyone's fighting on who's meant to lead things, and you're trying to stick up for your friends because you know what's happening on both sides of the argument, but you also don't. And I don't know how to. Me and all my friends are all not getting along, and I hate it because I'm actually making friends for once, and it's all messed up because of stupid work bullshit, and I don't know how to deal with it. And I'm meant to be looking after everyone, and like I'm not even doing that.
Girl, you're taking way too much on yourself. You know that. You do this every time. What happened at the last gym? Why did we fail? Because you kept trying to do everything yourself.
If I can like,
Girl,
I mean, I can't be bad at this stuff, right? Like I can take the pressure off other people. It shouldn't be that hard, and yet I can't even.
okay. You know I know what's going on, right? I know what your other job is. Everyone in this gym was filled in. This is a front for you guys. As a secondary base in case of we're squadron employees too. And she's like whispering it, trying to keep her voice down. She goes, I don't know the full details about what's happening but I do know what you are. Because, and she turns her collar and there's a small pin on the inside that just has the lightning bolt symbol that every level 1 squadron employee wears.
She were about to tell me she got fucking inked or something. I'm like, damn, that's commitment.
That's commitment.
Hardcore.
No, you guys are all part of your uniform is like a polo, and it's basically tucked just the inside of the polo right here.
Oh, we all got polos? Yo, we fancy as fuck.
Just those that are actually working at the gym. You haven't really been working there. You're technically an employee there, but you've never actually done a lick of work there.
Yeah.
I'm an employee. Where's my polo?
Sitting in your drawer. You haven't taken it out.
Mara must have put it there when I wasn't paying attention.
Even Koji's got one. It's literally hanging in his closet.
I'll wear that to the funeral.
Oh God.
That's just rude. It literally says Angel Grove Juice Bar on it.
Oh shit, never mind. That was just a regular black bottle. Listen, my suit was in the dry cleaning. I couldn't get it back in time.
As
I kind of tell her, will reply like, you're right. I'm just not good at the whole team thing, I guess. I don't know.
You never have been, girl. It's been one of You remember what Fight 47 was about?
Do I remember what Fight for this? I assume Reggie does.
Oh yeah, Fight 47 was like y'all are always competing in some form or another. Fight 47 was your first real fight right after the gym. It almost cost you your guys' friendship because you were too stubborn. Because you wouldn't let her help. And you burned yourself out completely. Which is a very Reggie thing to do.
Yep. Reggie takes a deep breath and is like, can't forget it.
She goes, don't.
I'm doing it again, aren't I?
Yeah, girl, you are. You're exhausted. Have you looked in the mirror lately? Have you seen the bags under your eyes?
Oh, fuck, they're that bad?
She pulls out her cell phone, turns it to selfie mode, and makes you look at it. And they are that bad. Very, very pronounced right here. Like you're it does not look great. Girl, you need rest. You're scaring me.
You know, maybe those vacation days are there for a reason, huh?
You think?
I mean, I just thought there were suggestions.
She looks at you. She looks at you full Latina angry. And you kind of step back a little bit, like, uh-oh, she's pissed off.
Shit.
This firecracker's about to blow.
She looks at you, she goes, don't make me call my mother.
Run.
Okay, don't need to go that far.
Run very far, very
Uh,
fast.
Mrs. Garcia is very much a second mother to you and scares the holy hell out of you. Hey, man. Latina moms are scary as shit.
I'll make her get the chancla,
Accurate.
not the chancla.
The single most intimidating woman I've ever met in my life. 4'9" little Latina girl just scared the hell out of me because this woman was 9 levels of crazy.
They're especially terrifying when they're holding the chancla, Spanish for sandal.
Accurate.
Those things are, dude. I don't know how they do it, but they can use that shit like a fucking literal weapon, like lethal weapon. I don't know how they do it.
Weapon of mass destruction.
Fucking some secret art bullshit only known to them.
Beware the fear.
Beware the chancla.
You're you have that moment of just like okay. She goes, look, I don't know any details. I don't know what's going on with your friends. Have you tried talking to any of them about it other than your cousin?
I mean, I punched one of them in the face, so I don't think that counts.
Girl,
Not to you.
it's fight 46.
See, this is why you're the social one between us.
Yeah, if it wasn't for me. You know, there's a reason I'm the face of the bar now. Face of the juice bar here. Me and Joe seem to keep it up and running. Speaking of, I love that woman. She is amazing.
Oh, Joe's the best. I should talk to Joe.
Duh. The only other girl on the team on your team, you wouldn't think to talk to her?
I in my. You know what? Thanks, Jess. I'm gonna try at least. I'll try. I can't. I'll try not to punch anyone this time.
Just remember, you don't want to repeat a 47 with your friends. Remember what it almost did to us.
I'm so glad I didn't lose you in the process.
We both know you were the one in the wrong on that one.
With great reluctance, I nod my head because it just matters too much to me to bullshit.
Your pride, that's not something that ever you two try to avoid talking about it unless they're genuinely serious moments like this. You know that she wouldn't bring it up if she didn't think it was important. But you understand where you're heading, and no one knows you better than her. She goes, all right, girl, get in here. You know what we do after this. You know what we do.
Let's go.
You two share a good hug. She goes, all right, go find your friend, okay?
Nod.
She has today off. I don't know where she's going to be. But why don't you take the rest of the day off? Go take care of what you need to take care of before it's too late, okay?
Got it. And thanks for talking me through whatever this is.
That's what we're for. You've saved my ass more times than I can count.
And I'll do it all over again.
Just remember, 47 may have been your fault, but 34 was totally mine, so. 34 was literally the fight over the name. She changed the name of the original gym without asking you.
She's the cause for the existence of Rule 34.
God damn it.
God walked into it.
I didn't even mean to set that
I'm gonna
up.
head out. Okay, but yeah.
So I'm assuming you go out and you kind of give Joe a phone call.
Yep. Or I'm assuming it's at this point when we're probably getting that alert from Joe. Actually,
Right about this.
which is
Yeah, right about this. It's still about 9:30 in the morning right now. It's basically it's the back the day following, and you just received it. She goes,
Hey, Joe, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Ain't left.
Okay, I know we're gonna meet up later for like meeting stuff or whatever. I'm just I'm not gonna do the same stuff Zane does. I'm just telling you straight up. I'm a little stressed and you know, fuck, how do people do this?
Are you trying to hang out beforehand? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, that would be cool. Sure. It doesn't have to be now, can be after. Just wanna like not have to worry about ranger crap all the time, you know? And I'm not charismatic like Seamus or even you or Koji, and I'm not made of iron. All I can do is keep like chilled and keep everyone chilled, and I'm not good at that when I'm stressed. So, yeah.
Reggie, Reggie, take a breath, calm down, maybe do some stretches, and let's go. Well, we can't go to the juice bar. So find somewhere else to go.
Reggie's like, I'm literally there. I'm standing outside.
I was like, did you
In the
knock another
remnants of
punching
my
bag
phone
off
on the floor
hanger?
or something. Oh, I would have had to borrow Jess's phone. Now I'm thinking about it.
No, your phone was fine. You have it in a tough case for a reason.
Yes, big brain, big brain.
You did.
I was
You
like,
decided
did
to
you
do
knock
that
another-
after the third break.
I was like, did you knock another sandbag off of the hanger? God damn it.
I'll be like, yeah, well, we could. We'll just. I don't know. I know there's like probably like a good bar in town somewhere. Maybe not Seamus's, just because he might still be mad at me. I gotta apologize for that.
Meanwhile,
Cut off.
y'all are on a literal open line, so your entire team's hearing this.
Seamus just says over the line, "You're cut off until then."
Girls meeting, no boys allowed. Bye.
Koji's just sitting there, just kind of like, the fuck did I just listen to?
Roscoe will it will obviously, this will not affect, but he'll be like like, you know, when you got in trouble doing something, he's like, oh,
Definitely shouldn't have been listening to that. Definitely. Yeah, no,
Oh, that was so touching. You just hear
Just like-
Seamus's
because
voice in
the
the
call
background.
and the reason that was is because the call was made to everybody at the same time. You didn't
That is
establish
true.
you didn't establish a new call. You basically, she's like, hey, we need to meet, and you're like, hey,
Yeah, 100%.
That's touching and all, but what's the point of calling us again?
Reggie's just like, bye. Hangs up and just
So y'all,
shuffles back to the command center.
you two end up meeting. You two end up meeting at the Fox Hunt. It's about 4 doors down from Seamus's. Seamus's bar is pretty much right in a line with a bunch of other bars. This is probably the least busy on this road during your average night, but still gets fairly busy. This whole bar, like, people bar hop around here. It's just what they do. And there's a pot shop, like, literally just up across the way. And you guys end up going in there, and you two take a booth as each of you are handed your drinks.
All right. So lay it on me. What's on your mind, girl?
All right. So obviously the beach was a bad day. It's just- and I know at the time I was just trying to look out for Zane because I get why all of your anger at him and stuff, but I feel like I'm just here reacting to everyone, you know? And trying to glue things together and not doing a good job. Like, I get why Zane is as secretive as he is, and he's been opening up to me a lot more. But I also get what everyone else is saying about him not being the kind of leader that they want. And I don't want to have to constantly be thinking about what everyone else is doing when I'm just here like, I just want to figure out my thing, and I don't know what that even is not as strong as everyone, not as smart either. Clearly, from this stupid phone thing.
Okay, in your defense on that one, that was kind of my bad too.
I don't think it is open to everyone. I thought I don't know what I don't know what else. It's just what are we gonna? What do you think on all this? Like, how are we gonna get through all of this? I don't want to be just all be fighting each other, and I don't know what to do. I don't know where Zane is right now, so I don't think we have a leader.
Okay, we'll circle back to that one. We'll circle back to that one. Reggie, I think
Awkward.
Oh my god!
for as long as you've been on this team, you've been there when we needed you. You've been now, there have been some bumps, naturally, but you've been my friend. And I think that counts more than anything. You shouldn't try to be like everyone else. Just be Reggie. So why don't you tell me who is Reggie?
The baddest bitch this side of Angel Grove.
Yeah, you damn right.
Down a glass.
Well, the last time I drank beer, it was at Seamus's, and we kind of got a little. I'm trying to down to like limit my alcohol intake. So I'm just going to drink this water.
All right, don't
So-
get wasted before Mean Cranston. Got it.
Yes. You feel free to drink if it takes that edge off, but just don't go crazy.
Will do as I'm just.
So speaking of Zane, did he being your cousin and all, did he tell you where he was going?
Nope. Just told me not to die from an unknown number. So there's that.
So he ain't tell me any specifics either. But at this point, Joe will kind of pull out that note that Zane left and like read it to Reggie.
Listen to him like, all right, not to be rude or anything. But Vic used to be leader before me.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, of all fucking people, why me?
I mean, make no mistake, you're gonna be great at this. Honestly, you'll be fine. But I mean, I'm his cousin. I know him. I had police training. I know I'm doing the same thing he's doing. Just less ninjutsu. So mad.
I don't know with him. I do not know with him. But what I can tell you is this:
Hey,
he
Reggie.
seems to have faith in me.
Reggie, as the
Oh,
letter
yeah?
is being read, give me an alertness check with an edge.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Paying
Okay.
attention.
Alertness. What is that for me? D6, D8, D6. 15.
Something about this letter just isn't sitting right with you. But you can't figure out why.
I'm gonna stare real hard at this letter and I say, "Hey, Joe, you mind if I hang on to this for a bit?"
Yeah, sure, take it. Why you think you you think this ain't written by him?
I don't know about that. I mean, it just feels weird. For all I know, there could be a coded message knowing Zane, but I don't think that's it. I wonder if I could get Dad to like look at this, send it to forensics or something.
Actually, has Reggie ever disclosed to Joe that her dad's a cop?
Nope.
I don't think so. I
Not
don't think I've
once.
told anyone.
There's
Okay.
one person on your team who knows, and that's it. And he may or may not be a cousin, you know. No, he's certainly not the drunk.
Hey,
So Joe will then say, "Well, if you
I
think
am-
your old man can help with that, I'm not."
I am not
Regardless,
a drunk.
you can take it. I wouldn't know what else to do with it.
Thanks. I'm gonna hang on to it. My dad can be annoying to talk to sometimes, but he means well. He's great, usually. And hey, if he can check it out in SPD or whatever, that'll be fine.
Do I look like the type that has any connection to SPD?
Look at me like, you know what? Never mind.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. See that old outfit. See, I seem a little too yeehaw for that kind of outfit.
Meanwhile, there's SPD Omaha's just like, hey.
Yeah, we'll chill for the rest of the time, I guess.
As
Hey,
the
we're chilling. We're cool.
And for those watching the stream, I awarded a story point for the last two scenes.
Yeah.
Koji, we come back to
Mhm.
you. You have just arrived in Cranston's office. And Billy is sitting there with his head in his hand. Looking at what's going on in front of him. He's watching some sort of feed. As you enter, he pauses it and closes the window. Hey, Koji, I want to talk to you about the way things went down yesterday. Are you okay?
Yesterday, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I just got some bad news today.
I heard. There's not a lot that happens in this town that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's
That's why I wanted to ask. You going to be able to handle the trip to the funeral? Especially now that you have to plan your own.
I should be able to handle it. I'm a ranger after all, even if I am uncertain about whether I want to quit or not. It's the least I can do.
He kind of stands up and he kind of crosses over to you and he goes, why don't you travel by yourself and get your affairs in order? You can just meet us there. I think that makes the most sense. Because we're taking a Cranston helicopter, And if they saw you getting into a Cranston helicopter right after becoming CEO, it could reflect badly on both of our companies.
You're right.
The fact that you're even here, it's public knowledge that you're an intern here. But now you're going to be handed the CEO. We're going to have you start teleporting in. I'm not trying to be being rude, but I don't want to risk blowing your cover.
No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
He he goes, "There's something you need to know ahead of the rest of the team."
What is it?
Squadron databases were compromised in Reefside.
Compromised. Someone got access to them?
We believe it's the enemy.
All right, I see.
Wanted to tell you first because your identity is in it. If you need to separate yourselves from us, now's the time to do it.
Mhm.
But it's entirely possible that that wasn't an accident. The Savage Rangers Mythic Rangers, all of them, their identities were in those files. So it's entirely possible they already know who you are and may be going after your family. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, Koji just like there's like this moment of silence where he just looks around and he just stands up and he goes, "Oh no. Okay. Right, Mr. Cranston. Yes, there's no backing down after that, huh? I'll I'll talk with my chief of security. I won't mention any of these details, of course.
Yeah, I'm not. I just owe you an apology. We thought we had them encrypted, but it seems the reason we think it's the enemy is they used an old, outdated code that should not have even been able to get them in. But the location they accessed it from, Tommy hadn't been keeping updated. None of the new security patches had been applied.
You're going to fix that.
I
So this doesn't happen again?
already have. I flew there myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I flew there myself last night. I spent all night combing through it. Erased the footage. I don't know who did it, but I promise you this: I will find out.
If you do, please let me know.
Yeah. Are you going to tell your team about what happened, or are you going to keep it to yourself for now?
I think we'll wait after the funeral at Reefside. I think it might be too much for them.
Okay. Well, it's about that time. Everybody should be showing up here. We need to talk about the funeral and how we're getting there. So
All right.
why don't we go to the conference room?
Mm-hmm.
Jameis, we're gonna step back a moment and focus on what you've been up to this morning. You and Mara, you are hung the hell over.
I had some good alcohol at the company last night.
You wake up and you are not in your bar. You are in some hotel somewhere. And the last thing you remember is Koji was Koji was feeding you full of alcohol. Like you were fucked 9 ways to Sunday.
And those company stiffs can really keep up.
It's like, is your first time drinking sake and you were...
Yep, that'll do it. Man, that was some strong shite. Really only the rice?
As you're waking up, your phone is ringing.
Like looking around, sees it like shoves his hand like under the pillow, is like
The caller ID says caller ID says Mara.
Alright. Yellow.
Where the hell are you?
That's what I'd like to know. It's a nice hotel room, at least.
You never came home last night. You worried me. You didn't help me close the bar.
Yeah, note the self, order some of that, sake, sake. Yeah, order some of that. That was good shit.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll put it on the book.
in-
I'll have it put on
Yeah.
the books.
Yeah,
You
that-
think
that'll, that's
if
good.
you think you're off the hook because you
Oh,
got
no, I'm
fucked up,
not.
you're wrong.
I blame Koji. He invited me to a company gathering and introduced me to some of his friends and why were their friends? I'm still feeling the effects. Sake. Oh, I have to remember that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where the fuck are me pants?
They're literally on top of the television, like in
How
the next
fuck
room.
did they get up on the ceiling fan? What the shite?
No, those are your drawers that are on the ceiling fan.
Oh, shite. Why the fuck are me under? How the fuck did me undergarments get on the ceiling fan? What the shite?
You reach up and just catch it because it's not a very tall ceiling, but it's tall enough that it's got a nice fan and you can.
Yeah.
You're a fairly tall dude anyway, so you just reach up.
Yeah.
And you grab it and you go.
Yep.
Why did I? And you start. You look at it and there's like. You kind of look at it and you're like, I don't. It's at this point that you realize you are completely naked.
Why is there coral blue number 2 semi-gloss lipstick on me drawers?
Mara goes, "There's what?"
Oh wait, never mind. That's just some kind of. You like stabs his finger in it, smells it. Blueberry? He looks over, probably sees like a room service tray.
And there's
blueberries. Okay.
there's literally some like blueberry jello just kind of like sitting
Yep.
there.
The jello. Okay. That explains it.
I swear to God,
No.
Seamus, if you cheat on me, I will
Still
burn you
doesn't
alive.
Still doesn't explain what was on me drawers, but I mean, I don't remember anything. No, it's just jello.
Did you do the party trick?
I don't remember. I might have.
That
That
would
would
explain,
explain why it's on me underwear.
and why you're naked.
Still doesn't explain ceiling fan.
I have so many questions.
Telling you, college in Ireland trip. And then all of a sudden he like stops and things like, wait a minute. What do you mean cheat on you? What?
God, saying all the worst things.
Wait, what?
You
Hold the
said
phone. Did I
that
miss
there
something?
was. You said there was lipstick on your underwear. Where's my mind supposed to go?
Was I drunk when we got to the part when we were also together in that way? I'm so confused right now.
You literally called me last night and said you loved me and that you wanted to be with me forever, and I said yes. Did you not mean it?
Oh,
I don't know what that mean anymore. There's jello on me underwear. There's on the ceiling fan. There's fucking pudding all over the walls. Fucking coat. I don't know what the. I'm going back
Seamus,
to bed.
Finnegan, Lyle, I swear to God.
Emo shit.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm going back to bed.
Get your ass over here and help me clean up this bar.
Ah, fine.
Mind you, this is at 7 a.m. that this phone call is taking place. So you are really hungover.
Yep. Fine, I'll be right over as soon as somebody shuts off the sun.
As you eventually you make it there about 8 o'clock. You get your pants on. You don't even dare try to ride your motorcycle over there. You just take a cab.
Probably calls Jason and tells him like, "Hey, I need you to come pick up my bike." I got drunk again. Yes.
He goes, that explains the weird texts of your butt.
Ah, damn it. All right, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Stay away from sake. That shit fucks you up, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it really just rice wine? Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing else in it?
Yeah.
Fuck? Fucking Japanese are fucking insane.
Yep. Soju's just as bad, my man.
Animals.
Soju's just as bad.
Soju sneaks up on you.
It is soju.
Korean wine in it.
Oh God.
Ugh. When I was in Korea, I don't remember most of the time I was in Korea because of that.
Wouldn't happen to still have a.
I've got like 4.
We're
You.
gonna have to plan a night one of these nights.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm presently in New York, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I'll call Bulk and he'll come pick it up for you.
Hell yeah. Sounds good. Oh, and you deleted the ass shots, right?
Oh no, I'm using those as blackmail.
Son of a bitch. That's fair. That's fair. I'd do it to you too. That's fair.
I know, and you have.
Listen, we don't talk about that.
Hey, no, we're gonna talk about this. Why do you still have the pictures from Dublin?
Same reasons you still have mine. For the contingency plan.
Fair enough.
Listen. I'm gonna let you in on something. You know better than I or than others, but not really that stupid, man.
No, you're just arrogant. and
That
cock.
too.
You're arrogant, you're cocky, and you're hot-headed. Doesn't make for a great combination.
Damn, being called out.
I mean,
You're not
it's
wrong.
his mentor, so
He's basically a second father figure to me. He basically raised me all through for fucking teenage years up till now, essentially.
Because how are you doing with the news out of Reefside? You okay?
Eastside.
The ancient charge ranger dying?
Oh, that. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, honestly.
It's never easy when a fellow ranger dies.
It's like I didn't know that guy, but it's like still one of us, you know?
Kind of puts everything you're doing into perspective, doesn't it?
You always got to love mortality, reminding you you're mortal still and you can die.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been reading the reports. It sounds like you've had a rough go of it.
Yeah. I've had a few brushings with mortality now, more than I care to like, yes. Both dealing with my own and my father's,
I've
as
heard.
I'm sure you've read the reports.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're. I'm still trying to wrap
You
my
think
head
I
around
feel?
that.
How do you think I feel? I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that the fucking last words he spoke to me were, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah.
Still don't know if all this time he was just being the right son of a bitch to make me toughen up, or if he was just being an asshole. I still don't know to this day.
I could never tell you, kid.
But I'm sure as hell not looking to go back to hell itself and ask him.
Good plan.
Ugh. But now that I've got to go picking up some stuff with Mata, apparently.
What did you do?
Some stuff I didn't know I did. Apparently,
Oh,
something about calling her in the middle of the night and expressing my love to her and how I want to be together with her. I just I don't know what
you could feel Jason's annoyance from thousands of miles away at this point. He goes, you got scotch drunk.
Yeah, sake. Mm-mm. I don't know. Maybe there was some of that soju stuff you were talking about mixed in there. I don't know. I'll have to ask Koji later.
All right, well, you
Ugh.
better not keep the lady waiting. And
Quick question. How does that even work? Out of curiosity, like, how do Zords in humans like?
I don't know. Your
Has
Zords were
has
massively
ever,
different than any Zord I've ever had.
like, has that ever been a thing before, where like Zords have human shapes? Like,
The Mystic
ever-
Force become their Zords, so I imagine it's something similar.
I'm lost.
Dude, I don't know. It's fucking magic.
I don't know. It's like I like her. She's my best friend. I've known her since we were kids, but it's like I don't know how it works. That even legal?
I mean, if you wanted to be technical about it, you would be the baby in that relationship.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mara's a cougar. She's a phoenix. Oh shit! It really is an immortal bird. I'm fucked.
Yeah. You did that to yourself, though. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. This is Dublin all
And,
over again.
An immortal female childhood friend who I've pissed off because she sees it as something. Yeah, I'm screwed. Not in the good way.
I don't know. Could turn into the good way. You never shut up about her when you were kids. Talked about how you missed her all the damn time. I always thought you had a thing for her.
I don't know what I have anymore.
Why don't you just tell her the truth? If she's really your friend, you'll understand.
I don't even know what the truth is. I'm still trying to process how I feel. For fuck's sake, I never thought I'd fucking see her again. Then I do see her again, and she happens to be this some kind of mystical. I need more sake. I need more of that sake.
Seamus. It's about right as you get that phone call, and as you're kind of pulling, and you get the text, the voice comm from Joe comes through. After that phone call, and you kind of make your little snide remark about, hey, it's still an open line, and I've been listening to this whole time.
As touching as this is an open line.
Click.
I die in shame.
Very heartfelt, very, very, very emotional. I heard everything.
You walk into the building, and you've actually been into the building for about an hour. We're at the point of that call, but you've been kind of just sitting in the back booth, hiding, basically. As you come out, Mara just goes, "How much did you have last night?"
Yes.
Oh.
It was, like I said over the phone, it was, sake, and, Koji was sharing it with me. He was giving me drinks, and I lost track after, 15?
Ooh. Ooh.
That may or may not have been. Don't remember. It was a business gathering thing in his company, and there might have been some Korean fellows there. I heard about this thing called soju from Jason. So I don't know if that was mixed in there or not. Could have been. I don't know. Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't remember anything.
Never mind that.
Don't.
I need you to buff the floors. I've already cleaned down the entire bar. It just needs the floor buff.
Can do.
He goes, we'll talk about last night after.
Okay.
You need to focus on your team right now. But don't think I'm letting you off the hook.
Yes, ma'am. As you say.
Seamus,
Buff the floors.
for the record,
Hmm?
it made me happy when you asked. And then she turns and walks out of the bar.
Whoa!
My heart! What?
He like at this point he's got his hand held up like he's was about to say something. He's like he like takes a deep breath as he was trying to like say something. He's like, ah! And he just like belts out like a giant fucking scream of fuck. Buff the fucking floors and get me more of that sake.
You start buffing the floors, and as you do so, you start to get a little bit dizzy because of the vibration, and you're still You're still mildly drunk. So you end up like going into the back and start making yourself a burger, and you just make it super greasy,
Mhm.
and you straight up pour yourself a Bloody Mary, and you just like hangover food. Ugh.
Ugh. I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I?
Yep.
Who said that?
Over here.
Frank, is that you again?
I live here now. I've been.
What?
Yeah, I've. Mara hired me for security because you're always gone. I sleep in the
Frank,
upstairs. I sleep in the upstairs apartment. I'm hanging out now. I pay rent.
So what, a fucking roommates now? What the fuck? It's my apartment!
No, not that one. The one above that. This is a 3-story building, man.
What? Since when?
Since always? How drunk are you? Even I'm not that drunk.
One word, man. Sake party.
Oh.
That's 2
Oh.
words. I really am fucked.
That explains.
Oh, please don't tell me I sent you the picture too.
No.
Oh, thank God.
But you're on YouTube.
I'm sorry. Fucking come again?
He walks over to you, pulling out his phone, and he pulls up a video, and it's literally a video of you standing on a table in the hotel lobby, just going woo with your pants.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And you're just screaming about how you're Irish, and I'm Irish, and you're all gonna love it.
Keep it classy.
What's beautiful is there's about 20 Asian women all around you, just throwing money at you.
I mean, Seamus is stacked, let's be honest. Fucking MMA career, my guy. Fucking he goes to pat it, he's like, sees that he pats his pockets down. Fuck, pulls out like a wad of fucking money. What the shite?
It's like $700. Mostly once.
I make a career change, Seamus. Clearly, this is working out for you.
I look like I want to die from an inferno. Fucking, he looks at the video and he's like, how many views does this have?
You look at the bottom of the video. 2,376,000.
The second Reggie sees that video, she will make fun of you forever. She will make fun of you forever. Get payback.
I go straight to the bar top and I pull out like 3 bottles of Kraken brand bourbon and about 2 bottles of whiskey. I pop open each and every one of them, take like a giant fucking tankard off the shelf, pour them all in, and he takes another tankard, smaller one, pours in a little bit in that drink, hands it to Frank. Well, might as well celebrate. As of in a few here, I'm a dead man. Bottoms up. He just like starts like chugging the whole thing down, like literally takes and drinks the whole thing without drawing a breath, slams it on the counter, and he's like, I got nothing left to lose.
As you come out, and she goes, Frank showed you the video, huh?
He's in the middle of pouring his tankard again. Yep. Doesn't
I'm
even
not mad
turn
about-
around to
He
look
goes,
at
I'm
her.
not mad about that. You made money. Give me the money. At least half.
He fucking, like, he's pouring the drink and he stops, like, pouring, and it, like, tilts it up just a little bit, but it's still dribbling, and he's like, I'm sorry, what?
He goes, it's a great video. I understand why the girls were doing it.
Yeah.
Pulls out half the money, slides it across the bar top, takes and gathers his bottles and tankard in his arms, and starts, like, going up to his fucking apartment. I'm going to bed! Wake me when I'm dead!
She goes, you have to go to Cranston Tech. There's literally a team meeting. It was just on your morpher. Like, if you don't show up, they're gonna get pissed.
Anna, I don't think I have the mental capacity to deal with this today.
All right, come here. Come here. She puts her hand on your chest, and it feels warm. Your body feels like it's on fire for a moment, and then you're sober. She She burns all the alcohol out of your system.
Damn it, Mata! I didn't want to be sober.
She goes, hey, don't you have more important things to worry about than how fucked up you got last night and what stupid mistakes you made?
Eyes widen, and then he just
kind of
he can't decide whether to think about the whole thing with the team situation or the fact that he literally confessed his love last night.
She goes, don't worry about us. We can talk about that after the funeral. Worry about your team right now. I think they need you, especially since I got a very frantic message from Beat this morning about how he's very upset because apparently Zane took off.
Now, when you say took off,
I
was
mean,
it just
Beat can't get a hold of him and can't connect to him at all.
Little fucking shite.
His red misses him.
He's very, very sad about it right now, and he is not doing well. So I have to go deal with that this afternoon, and if I have to deal with that, you can put up with your team. Do you want to deal with a 7-foot robot? I don't want to deal with a 7-foot robot.
But aren't you also? No, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna go.
He goes, in this form, I am a woman. Don't forget it. He goes, someday I'll explain how the biology works. Today's not the day.
Is this gonna be like this? Is this gonna basically be the Zords and the Bees?
I mean, we can reproduce. At least our species can.
Wait a minute. First off, reproduce. Second of all, species.
Yes. There's more than just the 6 of us.
Learning so much.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a rumor that Animus and the Bear Zords from over in Turtle Cove can transform into human shapes too. Except Animus is an entire ass Megazord, so
it's like some biomechanical gobbledygook. What?
That's essentially what we are. To put it in the most simple terms for you to understand, we are literal manifestations of the grid. The grid gives us biological forms to reproduce in case. My mother was a human. My father was the last Phoenix Zord.
Freaking in Seamus's head, there's just like a cartoon like animation of like two beings like coming together, and then like an egg appears and Amara pops out of it. Has this been explained to anyone else in the team?
No, because it's not relevant to anyone else.
It's bad. Bad, I guess. I just.
She kind of touches your cheek. She goes, "You were fucked up last night. We'll forget about it
Fucked up
right
now.
I'm not talking about your head." She leans up. She kisses you on the cheek. Go take care of your team, dummy.
Yes, dude.
And about this time, as you kind of Bulk pulls up, he goes, "Special delivery."
Thank you.
Roscoe,
And then
you're riding shotgun, helping Bulk with his motorcycle. Kind of get out. Hey, Seamus, didn't know this was your bike.
Yep, that's mine.
Well, it's definitely in better condition than it was when I got it. So
Yeah. You haven't been on the internet recently, have you?
Oh, you saw the video.
yeah, I saw it.
Sake.
Uh,
Still can't believe it's just fucking rice wine. Like, what the shit? Ah.
All right.
and I'm gonna stare at you.
As we fast forward. The five of you are standing. You're standing in the container. You're standing in the command center, and Billy goes, "All right, so here's how he's going over the transport, explaining that Koji will be taking a separate room, taking a separate flight. He'll just meet you guys there." Several days later, you find yourselves in Reefside. You stand there. You can see Seamus. You see the Savage team across the way, and you recognize both Gabe and Natasha, and you start waving immediately, just like, "Hey, buddy!" And you're like, "Fight after?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got you."
That's my battle buddy.
And I will just do a side eye, like,
Gabe waves at both of you, and that,
I
but
wave.
like Natasha's like straight up mean mugging you, like,
Oh yeah.
like, God damn it. Derek is really, really mean mugging you, Joe. Like,
As we're gonna pass by, I just kind of like look at the both of them, like, is there? What's going on there? What the fuck? What did I miss?
Billy kind of goes, "Don't worry about it. Funeral will be starting as soon as the Ancient Charge team gets here. So just hang out, stay here."
He'll like mutter under his breath, like,
About 20 minutes after you guys all arrive, Tommy Oliver comes out, and he's kind of standing across the way, and Tommy and Billy walks over to Tommy, and he exchanged some words, and it looks heated, very heated. Both turn and walk away, very frustrated. No one really knows what's said between them, but whatever it wasn't good. Across the way, you can see Adam kind of looking at this confrontation, confused. As the team, as about 5 minutes after the confrontation, you see the Ancient Charge team wander in, and Tommy cross over to them. Looking around, you see the other Ranger teams. You see the new guys from Shadow Omen kind of standing up and kind of off to your right a little bit. The Astro Rebel team's a little ways away. Mythic a little bit further away. Each team kind of staying very much to themselves. And there's other individuals scattered throughout that you don't recognize. About this time, Koji walks in, and he seems to be arguing. He seems to be having an argument with two individuals who did any of you work with Dez or Yami?
Zane did. I don't think the rest of us worked with them.
No, I don't believe you did, because you were in a different one. You guys were in different crossovers.
Yeah.
So you guys don't recognize either of these two individuals. Koji looks very frustrated. There's some muffling words, and then you hear Koji say, "You vomited on my car!"
Did he also feed you sake?
As you guys begin to cross, I imagine you guys probably would go to approach Koji or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys begin to cross, Tommy takes the stage, and kind of quiets everybody down, and everybody kind of stands separate. Koji and the two others still standing in the back as you guys kind of find your seats. Tommy begins his speech.
Yeah, as you take your like spots and like find a good place to get a good vantage point. The main like area for this is huge. You see Dr. Earl sort of get up on stage, and man, he has like bags under his eyes. As you take your like spots and like find a good place to get a good vantage point. The main like area for this is huge. You see Dr. Earl sort of get up on stage, and man, he has like bags under his eyes. It doesn't look like he slept well. And he steps up like on this like makeshift podium and goes, "Oh, everyone, I know that today is a somber event. Last one of our own here from Ancient Charge. James, our Blue Ranger, lost his life in line of duty being Power Ranger, protecting everyone, fighting against the new threat that has arrived." And he like looks out in the crowd, which you're pretty sure he's looking like right at Mr. Cranston, Billy Cranston of Cranston Tech is there. There he's like looking like right at him, like there's like this look like He's agitated. Like a little sway and goes, "Today will be mourning him. He was a good person, great ranger. We'll also be celebrating his accomplishments. He wouldn't want us all to be down. I know this may have come as a shock out of nowhere. All the events happening in Reefside. And as rangers, we all have our duties to do, but we also have these unshakable, unbreakable bonds that ties us together as Power Rangers. I hope that everyone is able to remember James, even if you briefly met him or haven't even met him, but to know that we're all united in a single cause of keeping this planet safe. That if there's ever trouble out there, please reach out. You're not alone. And you see Dr. Rose sort of like stop. He like looks at the ground a bit, clearly agitated, and he like looks back up. In memory of James. And as he says this, you see like this giant picture of James descend from the ceiling, right? As he has this like torch bearing, right? As he walks up, and he sort of like an ancient like dino like cave so set up as he lights this fire, as it lights up around like the picture, and like sort of like lights the room up with this like blaze of heat. As there are like flowers like being placed. You see the different mentors like placing like flowers down and stuff like that. The other teams are like on standby, watching. Timer goes, "Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in Riverside, however brief it is. We have food and refreshments." And then you see these blinders nearby open up, and you see these tables are filled with like food, drinks, and stuff, and chairs, and just for places for people to just sit down and talk, and the teams break up. And then
As the as the funeral comes to a close, Dr. Oliver leaves the stage and very quickly seems to pull the ancient charge team into a side room. The immediate thought is maybe they're just doing something for just themselves, as it was one of their teammates. They were already a small team to begin with. The food that is set out is rather nice. Each taking your seats and kind of sitting together. Koji, you're still. What are you doing during this point? As you guys are kind of still separated at this point, I'm imagining.
Cool.
Lose you, Koji?
I think he said he'd be right back real quick.
Did I miss that?
That was about 5 minutes ago, yeah.
Okay. So as Koji's kind of sitting off to the side, seems to be still having some sort of discussion with the other two. You as you guys all settle down to eat, it seems like maybe Billy seems to be just kind of sitting there, very much kind of got his head in his hand. When Dr. Oliver looked at him and was staring very pointedly at Tommy. You kind of noticed that Billy turned his head in what looked like shame.
Interesting.
Billy near us? Like right there?
He's sitting pretty much right next to you, Joe, at this point.
Okay.
He's
And
not,
Joe would be like,
he's not really talking to anybody. He's just kind of feeling he seems to be very solemn and somber in this moment.
you doing okay, Mr. C?
I don't know. I don't know. And as he opens his mouth again to speak, there's an explosion.
What the shite?
The room begins to shake from each of the side tunnels. You see Tyrannodrones. You see putties. You see putrids. And other creatures that you don't recognize as this swarm of mobs comes in. Water begins to pour.
Oh, that's not good.
Billy goes, Rangers, this way. Taking you into
Yup.
as you guys go into a side tunnel. The door closing behind you. Goes, what the hell? The door begins to be pounded on as you see a path in front of you.
So the day when we're all gathered together, we get ambushed by a massive attack like this. All right, who snitched?
Oh no.
Koji is very distinctly not with you. Our scene shifts over to Koji. Our scene shifts to Koji. Koji, as the monsters begin to flood in, what are you doing?
So where am I in relation to all of this in the room?
You, Dez, and Yami were standing a little ways away near one of the side tunnels on the lower right-hand side of the room.
All right, and I'm still near it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Koji just sees all of this and goes, "Really? Now, of all times, ruining a funeral? Wow, no manners at all." Like, Koji just looks around. All the other ranger teams just like fucking off right into like side rooms to
So
escape.
you see the Savage team bolt into a room in the upper, kind of basically straight up the wall from you, and then Mythic shortly right after them into another side tunnel. There's the ancient you looked at the schematics of the ancient charge team and you know that this is a rather extensive set of tunnels. It goes throughout the entire mountain. There's many ways in and out.
Yeah, seeing these endless mobs, Koji is gonna go, right, if no one's next to me, I'm going to go and make my exit. And he's gonna move past into one of the side panel, like into one of the side passages, and just punch the door panel so it closes permanently.
It closes behind you.
Koji's gonna
The ultimate question was, were Dez and Yami with you?
Were they now? I think Koji would have just left them. He's angry. He was having a nice day in the funeral, then he has to do all this other stuff, and then someone vomited on his car.
Okay.
and no apologies, and he is just angry. So he literally just like did that, the whole back step as all the chaos is going and just like leaves.
That's smart. As you were basically standing by the main entrance, so you just kind of you sneak right out, basically right out the back. The rest of you, I need each of you to make survival checks.
Oh boy.
Lovely.
Oh boy.
Nothing good can ever come from this check, ever.
Oh.
Hey guys, guess who's pulling up the snag menu?
Oh no! I got a 4.
I got an 8.
Hey, Reggie, right there with me.
So,
Hey!
Nice.
I love
Natural
I love how the one guy with a D2 is the guy who natural 20s.
I know.
I have a D4 in survival. That's it.
So
When you're from a planet that you have to survive.
Yeah, this is true.
I had to survive back in my hometown. Fight me.
apparently he'd be better at it.
I had to survive my father.
Roscoe technically survived war, so
I think that's a step up.
I mean, have you met my family?
It's like a
Irish
war.
man.
It was like a war.
Yeah, fucking. You're Irish too. That's like 2 wars.
Your progress is slow. You encounter many mobs, taking them down. Each, you guys shoot them, you guys blast them, you fight through them. Quickly rushing up, you climb a cavern. Billy's right there with you, fighting right alongside you. In the cavern, almost directly above, you can see water kind of pooling as it crumbles down, as it dribbles down through the hole. You see, leaning by with her hand in the water, is a woman with red dreadlocks standing.
Oh.
She stands, she turns. Psycho Red herself is standing and looking at you. Ah. There's only 4 of you. Where's your red
Anyone
one?
else?
Don't worry about where the red one is. I think you need
Anybody
to
ever-
worry about the ones in front of you.
Anybody ever tell you you have
He
utterly shite for
abandoned you.
timing?
Oh, it's too much. Both your red and your white rangers.
Anybody ever tell you you have shite timing? Like you actually suck?
I think my timing is very beautiful. Just like your destruction will be.
I've got your destruction right here.
Yeah, we very much ain't
Slams
looking
his
destroyed.
gauntlets.
Billy jumps to the forefront. He goes, "You guys ready?"
Well, I'm ready for round 2. Don't think I forgot last encounter.
Getting some payback. Let's do this.
He
I also have a
reaches
couple
out and he morphs, each of you morphing in turn with him. Unfortunately for you, that is not what I'm here for today. As she stomps her foot, the ground underneath you crumbles and you fall into a new room. As it crumbles, you land, and as you stand back up, she's standing above you.
Hasn't my ass taken enough abuse today?
Okay, we're gonna
My
circle
God.
back to that later.
Oh, don't tell me you saw the video too.
Video.
Um,
Oh Lord, what did
Seamus,
you
Never
do?
mind.
Seamus ending his own career.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind that. We need to focus on what.
She goes, "See you in Angel Grove, Rangers. I have something waiting for you. Some very good fun." And she teleports out.
What's it with every bad guy with running away with a cryptic message?
truly.
Cowards!
Oh, she can definitely count on seeing me again.
As you stand, the room, a wall crumbles, and you see the Shadow Omen's team fighting. Each of them looking battered and beatered as their last mob falls. You manage to eventually get out. Koji standing outside waiting for you. Koji, your team approaches you. They look worse for the wear. Billy is holding his arm. It appears to have been broken.
Oh, glad to see you made it out, lad. As he just approaches Koji and just kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and he's
Yeah, no worse for wear. I managed to get out where the fighting was thin. Wasn't expecting us being almost what's the word?
Trapped.
buried
Ambushed?
alive.
Yeah,
Buried alive and drowning at the same time.
that too.
Certainly wasn't expecting Psycho Red to show up again. All over the fucking place lately.
I feel like Red's trying to get into our heads. I mean, I don't think she's doing a very good job of it, but just getting that vibe.
He's definitely doing a good job of pissing me off.
This all seemed a little too convenient.
Billy's phone begins to ring. He answers it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll meet you there. All right, I'm on my way. He goes, "That was Adam. Adam's calling him. Wants me to meet him. We're gonna go find the rest of the team. You guys get home.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna
can't-
deal with it. Whatever fun the Harpy has ready for us.
We'd be stupid not to take her serious. I don't.
City.
This might be a game to her, but I don't feel like she's playing around. This all was too calculated. Too big of a plan for her. She seemed to be very straightforward. Even when she's screwing with you guys, it always seems to be with a direct purpose of trying to get into your head. This didn't feel like
Do you
that.
notice that too?
This doesn't feel like that. This feels deeper.
It feels personal.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
She's got something planned, and from the way she's acting, she's too confident. She's
You know what Zane is?
She's got something in mind. Not really.
Koji has this look on his face like he's thinking for a bit.
The sounds of it, he hightailed it out of here. Shite.
Do you think?
Okay, no, we are not doing this right now. We are absolutely not doing this right now. Don't worry about Zane. Forget about him. We just need to go back home, make sure Angel Grove's safe, and once that's done, we need to get out a message to the other team, see if they made it out. We'll worry about Zane when that time comes.
Deal.
Yeah, priorities. We can't let whatever she's planning next come to pass.
Seamus just grumbles in frustration. Fine.
Yeah. Koji just has this annoyed look. Sort of stands next to Seamus and he goes, "All right then. There's nothing else we can do. Might as well go back."
Let's go deal with whatever shite she's got planned for us.
How did all those enemies manage to break in, though? There's no way they could have just done that via force.
Maybe they didn't break in.
Hmm.
Well, whatever it is, we need to get back. Seamus, I need to talk with you. Think you can ride with
Alright.
me?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. See you all later. Wherever Zane is. Cody just steps off, waiting for Seamus to come with him.
He'll like go to start walking towards him, and then he'll like real quickly turn around and be like, "Oh, by the way, did you guys know that Zords are like biomechanical or some shit? I don't know. It might be something to talk with you. Might be something to talk with your guys about. I just heard about that today. Anyways, bye." He'll-
Reggie's like, mine's a little girl. What do I care?
Mine are twins, actually. No, I don't want to out of games. I don't wanna know. No. Hard pass.
I mean, twins though, man. Come on.
No.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Double the fun.
All right. Sorry, had to go a little red versus blue there. All right.
Could be
Oh
the
man, it's been
cream-
so long.
You could be the cream in the audio. Mm.
God.
I'm done.
Joe, you lead the other two to the chopper where you guys left it. And you take off for town. The scene follows you and then fades to black. Picks back up as Seamus and Koji have stopped along the highway to pick up a stranger.
Oh no.
The woman gets in the car, sitting next to Koji. They each look at each other and then look at you. Koji opens his mouth to speak as the scene fades to black.
Oi, 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 oi.
Who's the stranger? Who is the stranger? Why are you inviting strangers?
Stranger
It's
danger.
just
The
It's just a
scene fades to
hitchhiker.
black. And then we find ourselves in space as we soar around Red's ship and into the side through the wall. Standing in a hallway, dark, dimly lit. We see Red standing outside of a cell. Two bodies leaning against the wall, masked and against the masked and leaning. They have no idea what's coming for them. When you two wake up, you won't even know where you are. I hope that one keeps his promise to tear you apart. It'll be fun watching him destroy your families. It'll be so much fun. My brother would love it. As she turns and walks down the hallway, it follows her till she gets to her stairs. She sits down in her chair. The screen pops up, and there we see black. An exchange being had between the two of them. Ah, sister. Were you able to complete your side of the plans? Yes, brother, I was. Mythic will never know what hit them. The chaos I've reaped in in Turtle Cove has been so much fun. Savage doesn't know what's coming for them. Sweet. You do love your chaos, brother. And you your destruction, sister. Whose rangers will die first, do you think? Mine, of course. No, it will be mine! Will you two knock it off? Yes, my lord. Both of them quickly shutting to attention. Pink is doing her job. Do yours. For the glory of Dark Spectre. Both repeat. For the glory of Dark Spectre. As a scene and our episode come to a close. Thank you for joining us on Power Rangers Mythic Order. We'll see you next week. Same Ranger time.